Well, hello everybody, Mike with Spray Jones coming to you with another video on spray foam installation. Today I thought I'd take you through a little bit of an update video just showing you a project profile. Here is a very large addition on a house. The left part here you're seeing in the screen is the original farmhouse, and then everything from this black just bins forward is the new. And inside they've added a very large vaulted ceiling, and that it's going to add on to the existing ceiling. So the whole building has been specified in spray foam, and it really makes for a good use on the foam. This is a typical setup. Tin bashers have been in. We're just looking at what needs to happen for prep. Electrical's been happening. Some of mechanical's been happening. We want hoods cut in. We want lines cut in. We want plugs to the outside. We want the shingles to be on. We want the house to be warm and dry, and have been dry for a while. Then we need to have windows and doors in so that the wind is not blowing through. It's not uncommon to be there, and there'd be a lot of stuff in our way. Initially, we have to get stuff like this moved, but this was a week ahead of time. These are tight corners. As you can see, there's no space to get foam in, so we have to get the builder to send somebody in and cut these out where additional relief cuts are made into the corner to remove wood. Not enough wood that the structure is compromised or drywall areas are compromised, but enough that we can get foam in. Same with these overlapping roof areas. We'll get them to sawzall out the inside hanging roof OSB until we get back to where there's direct contact with the outermost roof sheeting, so we can get the spray foam direct to where we need it to be. But this is a fairly typical application. This is the large cavern that goes up into the old roof. So the new roof is laid on top of the existing roof. So in those situations, we'll climb up into these areas and spray up to them. So the new roof goes over about half of this existing roof. So we wouldn't spray to the inside of this. We've got to spray to the most outer portion. And this is the old farmhouse section. Was framed with 2x6s. Wasn't a 2x4 wall. They've added on to it with a chimney, and we got a chimney chase here that we got to climb up into and get that sprayed. It's easier to spray into low chimney chases than it is to partition them off sometimes. And then this is just what the finished result is looking like. Specification for us is we did 4 inches on the walls and 4 inches on the roof, because there was so much of the roof that was old versus new, and it's all one open space, that we just went with a retrofit spec for the majority of it. So this is looking pretty good. The caulking is being done. Very critical to get the caulking air sealed, no matter what state or province that you're in. The foam's bonded, it's adhered, everything's at the edges. These are the vertical heel walls that you would have for the overhang for the verandas. They're going to be framed out with 2x6 to support them. We overspray them, but we don't completely overspray them, if you know what I mean. We're not going to give the client 6 inches of material. Here's just a look at what the caulking is looking like. The EcoSeal product that we use flattens out really nice and is compressible 80%. And that's what that corner, remember that corner we had to get cut out? That's what the cutouts look like, and that's how the foam is. Now, you can never assure that you're getting the spray foam 100% all the way to the outside. So what you do is you fill them up. You just fill them up completely full and get them full to the inside, and that's the only thing that you can check and verify, because to see if it got all the way to the most outer parts, you'd have to cut the wall apart. So you just bring your foam to the inside and get that as 100% as much as you can, and then you know that you should be good. At least you're not having air and water getting in there from the inside. Pretty nice looking job here on the wall to the garage. Attic is all unified, and the small roof portions are all tied in. Want to see that all the top cords are embedded in foam, and especially all the metal connector plates have spray foam around them. And then this is the walls of the original section. They've added and changed some window openings around. That's the section that doesn't need to be done. It's done from the other side. There's a plumbing piece on the top. We always make sure that any penetrations going through the roof, we come down the plumbing stacks a good foot to prevent condensation on the outside of the ABS pipe. This one hasn't been finished caulked or cleaned up. They're just in the process of doing it when I was there. I was doing a walkthrough on this house just to make sure that everything was looking good. My guys take poly and put it on the floor, and then what they'll do is they'll throw all their garbage into the floor and then roll up the poly at their feet and use that as great big huge garbage bags. There's that chimney chase all sprayed, and we found there was an extra little roof cricket area that had to get sprayed. They cut that out and got it done, but that's a typical application. The cords are in foam and the connector plates are all embedded. Not going to have any condensation with that system. And then the guys are working here on getting the caulking done. So what they're doing is they're putting it on with a bazooka tube. You see the bazooka tube there on top of the ladder, and then what they'll do is just hand trowel it out, flatten it out, tool it a little bit, put it on thick. I rather have it on generous than too thin. Too thin's a problem. Too thin will give you a callback or a problem down the road, but thick is rarely a problem, right? So you've got prep time, you've got your spray time, then you've got your cleanup time, and then you got your final checkouts and looking everything over and doing the caulking. And with that, you've got a complete job where the envelope is 100%. No additional poly is needed with the closed cell foam. So no poly for the roof, no poly for the walls. There's crawl spaces underneath these additions, and the guys went down into them and got them sprayed as well. Right, direct concrete. So this is a pretty typical job for us. Big addition, big home, but we can handle stuff like this. Yeah, there's one of the crawl spaces there. So for more information like this, check out the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And lay out a comment or a question, and we'll catch you on a new updated video soon. Bye.